Yeah, I'm going to.
Yeah, we're live. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and all sorts of fae and ancestry sort of misalignments and whatnot. I'm Alec, playing Visca Bookreader once again in Taldore Monday. This is Delta Group. We hope to entertain you once again. We are back to our regularly scheduled campaign with our regularly scheduled DM. I know it's a slight downgrade from last week's DM, but please bear with us. If players would like to introduce themselves, let's start from. Let's start with the one who's just had puppies and go up.
I'm Traz, and I am playing Cloud, the Tabaxi Rogue Warlock.
I'm Sam. I'm playing Toto Halfpint, the Halfling Ranger.
I'm Scott, the regular Delta DM, and now currently contemplating just killing Alex off because he's a dick.
I'm Becca. I'm playing Elspeth Alexa the Bard, and I'm nowhere near as good a DM as Scott is.
I'm Azuzu. I'm Galen Crispina, the Warrior of Justice. Glad to be playing again. So let's get.
So that is Delta Group. Now, who hasn't done a recap yet? I think.
I can volunteer to do the recap, although I might butcher it, even though I literally saw it the other day.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, as I recall, we finished all three of our missions and targets. Then we returned to the main city where we met up with the clasp to basically have a conversation around, oh, we've done it. Where's our payment? I think Elspeth, Toto, no, Elspeth, Cloud, and Visca went to the orphanage to have a bit of a conversation with the head of the orphanage and just play with the kids. Toto went to the brothel to look into what was left of the lockers. Um, Galen spent most of the time playing with his cloak of billowing. And then we eventually set off from the city going towards Westrun because that's where our kind of next port of call is. On the way, we encountered the Sharis who came to say thank you, but then we had a bit of an odd interaction with them where the thank you became more of a give us your flying machine. They didn't like it, so they flew away. Then we encountered some manticores, and that's where we kind of left off.
After having just defeated the Manticores. I do believe that covers just about everything.
Yeah, I don't know whether I butchered anything, to be honest, so you'll have to forgive.
No? I think you got it mostly right, other than the fact that it was just Galen demanding the flying machines.
It was a group effort.
And Galen took over control of steering the horses for a short while and almost ran someone over.
Again, it was a group effort.
Again, you say group effort. You mean Galen trying to put the blame on the group?
Kumsi kumsa, it was a group effort.
But yeah, we have just finished off the Manticores, and we had heard some odd noises, I believe. I think that's where we left.
Pretty much. So, with the bodies of the manticores hitting the ground and the distant sounds of noises on either side of the road, the party are just standing around, some more bloody than others. What course of action do you wish to take as there's rustling in nearby hedgerows and vague voices can be heard uttering things from the roadside?
Remind me, were we able to identify what those voices were, or what we just heard voices and that's really?
Just heard it.
Well, Elspeth is just stood there staring at her hands, going, "What the fuck is going on?"
Guys,
Cloud's gonna hide and get ready just in case.
Galen is also going to go back towards the cart and just.
I'll
Yeah,
give you
Toto's
like
doing the
a chance
same.
to kind of reposition yourselves if you wish.
Can you direct which way the voices, where you can hear the voices? Sorry.
On the Roll20 screen there. You're completely just gone, just hiding in there. All you can see is like the cat's eyes, and you're heading in shadow.
Elspeth, are you okay?
Not sure K is the word. Apparently, I've lost all ability to control my arcane powers.
Do you think you can still cast spells?
Well, obviously, I just don't know what the fuck's gonna come out.
We can sort that out later. Right now, just be ready. It doesn't sound like we're finished.
Well, let's not start just randomly shooting. They could just be wondering what the hell's going on. So let's try diplomacy first.
I hope we can sort it with just diplomacy. In fact, you probably have the best voice. I could amplify it. You could see if we could get a response from them.
The last thing I need to hear is my voice echoing around me right now. Let me just try it without amplifying my voice. So Elspeth is just going to call out in common. Hello, is anyone there? Can we help at all? Do you need aid? We don't mean you any harm unless you're going to harm us, so you can step out and we'll see what's going on.
As you call out, the initial kind of outputs of voices initially dulls for a moment, and answer.
Can I... The original voices we were hearing, can I work out what language? Was it in common, or was it in a different language?
Wasn't common.
Would I know what language it was?
Two checks.
Sorry, what check did you want me to make?
Sorry, make it insight. Sorry. Insight check.
An 11.
Can't quite place it.
Could I understand the language?
And it's kind of subtle. It's very unsophisticated, yet not quite gibberish. If that makes sense.
That does make sense, but I couldn't understand what they were speaking. It's not a language I knew.
Apart from maybe a couple of voices that sound like they're more kind of refined, but mostly it's gibberish.
Well, I don't think they understand me.
Clearly don't speak common. I have a bad feeling about what they might speak. Let me. The worst I can do is try and converse. I do have one of the lesser used languages. I'll call out in Undercommon. Hello, we mean no harm. If you need aid, please step out. We can help you.
There's a very subtle bit of silence.
Can anyone here understand what they're saying? Does anyone speak the language that they're talking?
I give you the reply since she's.
Oh. Oh, there we go.
There we go. The bard has popped. Right, so,
Got there.
right, what was the last thing everyone heard?
I heard you'll get. I'll send you the message as, and then Scott rolled a stealth check, and that's the last thing I heard.
Let's see. There was quiet. I was gonna try and. I rolled a stealth check for Maka, and that's since then that's all you've heard. Everything's went deathly quiet.
Yeah, the last thing I heard was Becca was trying to say something, but she got cut up really, really badly before Scott rolled.
Okay. So
Stealth
I
check.
was turning to the rest of the group and going, "Can anyone understand what they're saying? Does anyone speak the language they're speaking?"
What was the language again? Sorry.
I don't know.
We don't know. And I'm
What are
not
the
going to
languages that the party can speak or understand?
I've got Elvish, Common, Celestial, and Halfling.
Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, Infernal, and Undercommon.
Halfling, common, giant, and abyssal.
Common and Elvish.
Or no one's got it.
Cloud, what languages can you speak? And Maka, what languages can they speak?
Common, Dwarvish, Undercommon, and Thieves' Cant.
I think Macra is Common and Elvish, isn't it?
Elvish, Common, and Orc.
I know what language they're speaking. The problem is my character doesn't know, so I'm
Yeah.
not going to say it.
No, don't do that. Does anyone have a magical ability to speak different languages? I do
I
not.
have a cloak of billowing, but that's about it.
Well, I don't think your cloak of billowing is going to get them to understand what we're saying.
I don't currently have them comprehend languages.
Cloud will close his eyes, focus for a second, and would preferably like to do it ritually, but he'll just cast comprehend languages straight off and use a spell slot to do it.
Cool. Your perception. Do me a favor, roll a perception check. Well, the spell gives you ability to understand the languages. You're having trouble picking out individual voices because everything's went that quiet. There's like only the faint kind of maybe a whisper over here or a comment over there that it's hard for you to place.
Cloud, don't know if you're nearby, but perhaps it might be best for you to get ready to take the cart to go. See if we can outrun this rather than fight it.
Yeah, I've got vehicle proficiency. I can get it ready, and we can just start if we need to.
Oh, that's not good.
As Visca's currently standing just next to a rock, kind of calling out, and while others are trying to suss out the language, suddenly an arrow just kind of flies out from behind a rock and just strikes him in the chest.
Well, I'm probably the best one to hit, considering I'm still at full health.
But it's a nat 20.
Yeah. It's not a fireball, so it's not going to instant kill me.
Level. It's only doing 6 points of damage.
Is it not 4? You doubled the dice.
Oh, it's 4. Yeah,
Sorry.
can't math.
Yeah, it's
However,
no
for the nat 20, what I'll say is it's caused a very nasty wound, stopping from removing the arrow.
Get the cart ready, we're going. I don't want to kill whatever it is.
I'm going to start getting the cart ready to go.
A favor, let's see whatever. Guessing everyone's just gonna be like, let's just get on this and get to fuck. A general kind of consensus.
I would
Yeah.
assume so.
Yeah, Galen will jump on the cart, but he'll be at the back with his devil's hat on just to make sure he can, just being as perceptive as he can be within 120 feet.
I will say that the cart has got a little bit heavier since the last time you guys were all on it.
Oh, of course, because of the freaking dead body.
Yeah, very large, completely scorched manticore corpse just lying on top of it.
Could Galen attempt to shove that off?
Elspeth
Make
will
a
help.
strength check. Check to see if you can get it up and off.
Big money. 20.
Doesn't need my
Yeah,
help.
you just kind of just roll it off, and just again you get the smell of like burnt flesh and fur just as you're rolling it off, and it just I'll say Macca's is going to mount the back of the cart. Cloud, on your side, you can hear something moving on the other side of the rock from where you are.
I'm gonna stay hidden, but I'd like to use mask of many faces just to change my appearance to a red tiefling with shaved horns, a Fu Manchu long white beard, and pure white hair, with just like sort of basic robes on, but stay hidden a bit.
Oh, you're
We seem to be missing Cloud, guys. I don't think we can leave without him.
No.
You sure we don't have him? He is super sneaky.
Can I make a perception
Everybody
check
just
to
feel
see if
around.
Cloud is on the cart with us?
Aye.
$20. No, I don't see him. Well, I can't see him, but that doesn't mean much if he's being stealthy.
Kind of get a vague idea where he last was because he made it kind of clear that he's like, I'm going to hide somewhere, and you kind of got a rough idea where, but you don't have an exact location. But seeing as how you got so high, you catch what Cloud catches at the corner of his eye. You just see coming out of the hedgerow is this red skinned with the hair tied back into kind of like a macho man bun kind of looking thing, armored up, red skinned creature just appearing out of the dark.
Would I have any clue what it is?
Insight check, see if you can recognize it.
Can I do the same?
Yeah, go to just in the off chance. I think you got it. Yeah, between the two is hobgoblin.
Guys, that would be a hobgoblin coming our way. And I was assumed by the talking he is not by himself.
Exactly. Cloud, as soon as you can, get on the cart. Toto, as soon as Cloud's on, hit it.
Yeah,
Don't hit the
you
horse.
give me.
I so badly want to say something, but I don't want to.
Yeah, don't worry, it's a figure of speech. I don't actually want him to hurt the horse.
So we can see all of them, right?
Yeah, they're all starting to make themselves visible at this point on their approach.
Oh shit, that's a lot of them.
Making that same
And
sophisticated yet still
as
sophisticated twang onto essentially gibberish, so they're speaking whatever it is they're speaking to one another.
as they start getting into position, I just sort of come out of stealth, and instead of running to the car, I'm gonna say, "You fucking idiot, start moving!" And he will bolt using his feline agility to move 180 feet straight up the track.
Just
And
like you, just like back onto it. And if Toto could do me a favour and just roll me a basic dexterity check to see if he can kind of rein in the horse and get it moving.
at that same time, I'm gonna throw an Eldritch Blast at these two at the top over here. This one and this one.
Can I have proficiency as well for land vehicles?
Yeah, you can add your proficiency to it.
So yeah, so that's still like 13.
13. The horse is spooked and it's kind of not really eager to move at this point. I need another go at it to try and get it under control, but for the moment we're around. Galen,
Right.
take your shots.
So
First
one
one
of them
misses,
hits.
second one hits. Strikes one of them in the chest and it just like boom, knocks it back. At which point they all kind of look at one another and they start kind of more aggressively start going and just get all what bows and crossbows at the ready.
I'll turn to the party and say, I think that was a bad idea.
Jojo? Hold on. I'm going to cast Command on the horse. And I'm going to say, run.
Horse starts to take off, and one of the hobgoblins, which is at the bottom rank over here, is going to go steps forward and start shouting something in common. Goes, "Stop!" Wish to stop, or do you wish to keep going?
What do I
Elspeth is
do?
gonna
Guys, stop or keep going?
Elspeth is gonna call back and go, why should we stop? We attempted to discuss it with you. You've come out and you've shot at us. Give us a reason to stop, we'll stop, otherwise we're going.
At which point, one of the other hobgoblins comes out of the woodwork down here, dragging someone. He points back and goes, "One was in charge of the manticores and let them loose." He's getting dragged, basically. He's like trying to struggle. He's like, "I didn't mean to let them loose. I didn't mean to let them loose." He's like, "They were valuable beasts. I understand you have unfortunately cut their, shall we say, at a less opportune time, whilst they went for hunt. We're willing to let you leave, in exchange for a sum towards their to retraining other beasts. Of course, you can have this one over here." And he kind of just takes the hobgoblin that's been obviously the former beast strangler of the lot and just kind of throws him forward. This goes down in the dirt just in front of the car.
I
the
say
party
we
wish
keep
to do.
going, guys. I don't think we should have to pay for their mistakes. But I leave it up to you guys.
Should we say sorry and then move on?
I don't believe sorry is what they're looking for. Are hobgoblins considered humanoid?
Yes.
Yes.
The one that's talking to me and appears to be the leader, can I cast Charm Person on him?
Sorry, Becca, can you repeat that?
The one that's talking to me and appears to be the leader, can I cast Charm Person on him, please? Or attempt to cast Charm Person on him.
Hang on a second, I can't understand that when I reboot my mic.
Can everyone else understand me, or is it just... Or is it my end?
Hello?
You're good.
Hello, am I good?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's better.
No.
Cool.
Sound off.
Sound
No.
off. Hello?
One,
1, 2.
I think we're all back. I was saying the one who's talking to me that appears to be the leader, can I cast Charm Person on him, please?
You can try.
So he needs to make a Wisdom saving throw. The DC's 14.
So he just makes it. Tries to ignore it.
Well, my idea failed, so I suggest we keep moving, but I will leave it up to you guys.
I will just point out, Cloud is like 110 feet off
Yeah.
the map, just waiting for you.
Exactly.
I'll shout out.
Make a, by the way, Cloud, make a perception check since you're so far out.
Natty one, yeah.
Hang on.
I'm like panting and a bit. Yep. I also like stubbed my toe a little bit as I was running.
Take 9 points as someone just scuds you in the back of the head with a sword's pommel. Turn round. There's more hobgoblins that have took position in the road ahead of yous.
How many?
In front of you, 3.
I'm going for hit and run. I want to hit and run these hobgoblins.
I haven't actually given the horse the command to stop, so it should still be going at full speed.
Thought you stopped to talk to the hobgoblin guy when he was wanting to speak, but okay, if you are going to be bucking it.
I had used the command run, which means the horse if it fails the saving throw, it uses its full movement plus dash.
Fair enough. Which means I've got 7 bow strikes to make, plus a hand crossbow as the one that was thrown in front of you is seemingly pleading for it to stop. Immediately drops the act and pulls out a hand crossbow, tries to shoot up close, just as you're about to speed off. Crossbow fires up at Elspeth. Does that hit for a 15?
Mm-hmm. Yep, that hits.
Hello?
I think I might have.
Oh.
Again.
Discord's having issues again.